started like you're familiar with, all offense, no defense, and sort of flipped as it went on? What changed for
I think
you guys?
we had 6 out of 8 stops down the stretch. You know, again, we're capable of locking in, but it seems to be just one area, whether it's a tag, crackback, box out, just something that always breaks down in execution defensively. And that's been our MO. It happened in the first half. We missed some, you know, we had a specific rotation we wanted to carry out for the three-point corner shots. And we made the wrong decisions. And, you know, again, we worked on it yesterday, but that happens. But the one thing I will take, Eric, is effort. And I thought the guys busted their behinds and really gave it to us down the stretch and found a way to win. And that's all you can ask. You know, we made some mistakes. That's why they put erasers on pencils. And, you know, you got to make sure that we don't make the same mistake multiple times like we did in the first half on the corner threes.
Threes for you guys, I mean, you missed, it seemed like 10 in a row at one point. Yet that's a big part of your offense.
Right.
Is there anything you tell the guys when that's happening? Just start.
You got to continue to do that. Yeah, you got to continue to do that, Eric, and you know, trust that they're going to, fall. Guys have confidence in their shots, and you know, T. Ross was 0 for whatever, and he made that last one, which was huge. And you know, you got to continue to shoot them, and they're going to fall. I think once we get in the rhythm of different, you know, lineups, different groups on the floor, you know, I think we'll get a rhythm offensively. And I think once we get that rhythm and that used to playing with each other, we'll get a better rhythm defensively too.
Carl didn't have a great night scoring, but how important was he just finding the right guy?
12 assists 13 assists was huge. I mean, and that's something that he found a way. They were trying to take him out in certain situations, and he found a way, his teammates, which was big. And just his toughness. He attacked the basket when he needed to. He found different people. I was going to sign up Amir for the Blue Jays, but he threw that ball to Pat low and outside. And I mean, I don't know where that was coming from, but those type of things when the decisions that Kyle made were huge.
How about Kyle on that last possession in regulation? I mean, Lawson, a point guard like him is giving you guys all kinds of grief, but he got the ball out of his hands, and then
it was big. It was a big stop, and you know, it was one of the things that we knew that they were going to try to go to down the stretch, and Lou and Kyle did a good job on him, and you know, that's what we needed. We needed Lou stepped up. I thought his charge was huge down the stretch when he took on Lawson. Lawson's is a handful for anybody because of his speed.
Terrence Ross couldn't hit a three, couldn't hit the three,
and that one that that's somebody asked, Eric asked, what do? You got to continue to shoot it, and that's who he is. He's a shooter, and the percentage is going to come around. And, you know, that was big on his part. But, again, I thought Terrence did a good job as the game went on of his defense on the follow. I thought he got better and better and better as the game went on. I think he turned, you know, I thought last week missed shots turned into soft defense. And tonight I thought missed shots turned into tougher defense, and that's what we were looking for.
You have to remind him to keep shooting?
Huh?
You have to remind him to keep shooting?
No, I don't think so. Not too hard. You know, if he's open, you know, you got to take that, you know, or pump, fake, and drive. You know, one of the two. You got to play basketball, but you don't want a shooter out there thinking about it. We had Dale Ellis in Seattle, and you never had to tell him, you know, think about it. You know, he did what you do what you do, and he did it. So again, they'll fall, but I like the effort. I like the defense down the stretch that we had against a very potent offensive team.
What about the effort by Jonas tonight? He put up some pretty decent numbers, especially.
Jonas played well. I thought he gassed a little bit. I thought we needed a little bit more speed and quickness on the floor. Even with Mozgov out there, I thought that helped us. With Amir running up in those pick and rolls, it kept him off balance. You know, so but Jonas did a heck of a job while he was in there and he did his job tonight.
After Pat's slow start to the season, are you starting to see more of last year's version in him over the last few weeks?
It is. Not only on the offensive end, Josh, but the defensive end too. I think he's playing some of our best pick and roll defense that you can play. His activity, his energy, you know, is unbelievable as far as the way when he comes into the game that impacts the game. And Amir was having ankle trouble the second half, so we had to start him, and I thought he kind of got a little bounce going defensively for us starting the second half.